Hey, what's going on, everybody? So, in today's video, I actually want to talk to y'all about this guy and what he said he felt he learned from stop being a nice guy. So, we titled this is How to Not Be a Nice Guy. And my personal opinion versus, actual reality is that I don't think men should be acting like nice guys when it comes to dating women or talking to other folks, because I've seen how this turns out when you're a nice person at work. I've seen how it turns out when you're a nice person in a relationship. When you're nice at work, people take advantage of you and they walk all over you. And most people, they don't deserve this. Me, if I know that you're a nice guy, I do my best not to, step down and, on your neck and everything and make you feel inadequate because you don't know how to stand up for yourself. But at the same time, if I could get you to do some work so I don't have to do it, I may sprinkle a little bit out, on him or whoever it might be, but that's because you're a nice person. But if you got the balls to stand up to me, then yeah, I'm gonna respect you and not do that. And the same thing when it goes to women. Like, if you're dating a woman and stuff and you're not standing up for yourself, it's a little different because they will lose respect for you and start walking on you and 10 times over. And if you don't want a woman walking on you, treating you like dirt, then you need to stand your ground and stand up for something and not fall for everything that comes along. So I guess the guy, he is like in a dilemma, and he's like, you know what, maybe it has to be some type of middle grounds when it comes to this. What is it that I have to do in order to not to come off like a jerk and not like a meathead and everything? So if y'all like my content, like I say any other time, you rock with me, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I catch y'all in a second. So let's go ahead and check out what it says right here. His post reads, how to not be a nice guy. After I read and heard many people experience on how women approach them more after they stop treating them very well, I want to ask, I want to ask, like the title says, how to not be a nice guy. Well, if you don't want to be a nice guy, the best way to stop being a nice guy is start looking out for yourself. Stop saying yes to everybody. Stop being nice to everybody. Start saying no to people. Don't think that saying no to other folks makes you a bad person. Saying no is actually empowerment, because most people are always agreeing, and when you're in like the corporate setting, they expect you to be very agreeable and very friendly, but sometimes you need to let them know that you ain't a joke, you're not to be played around with, you got standards and boundaries. And that ties to the next thing. As a nice guy, a lot of them, they don't have boundaries, they don't have things that they stand for and believe in. But if you have something that you actually want to fight for, you won't be considered as a nice guy, because once those boundaries are crossed, they're going to see what happens in the end. Maybe you might walk away, maybe you might actually fight, and they call that fight or flight reactions. So let's keep reading. It says, if you treat the girls badly, why would they spend time with you? I know many of them not wanting to be around someone because the guy is being a dickhead. So what is the line between not being a nice guy and not being a meathead? Well, and that's it can be kind of difficult, because myself, I've never been truly a nice guy, but I've never been a complete jerk. But people, they like to label you instantly into one of the two categories. I feel like when it comes to being a nice guy, or the line that you need to be sitting on, is more so a fair guy, a fair person. Never let nobody label you as a nice person. Anytime I hear somebody say you're a nice guy, I envision the little pat on the head like a little puppy. Man, you don't want that. You don't want nobody pat you on the head. But you don't want to be a jerk, because jerks are mean to women, and they make women, become jerks to nice people. And that's how broken women and broken men become broken, by broken people destroying them and allowing it to happen, because they don't have no boundaries. So if you want to find that medium, you need to be a person that sets the boundaries and stand up for what you believe. Like, instead of me holding doors like I used to and everything, I will hold the door like this, like, look, I'm gonna hold this door and let you in, and if you could reach it. But if you can't reach it, then I'm gonna keep on walking. In the past, I would hold the door, you could be like, way out there, and just like, come on, you can do it, trying to be extra nice and stuff. But this is because I didn't know any better. Nowadays, like I said, if you ain't gonna make it convenient for me, and I don't feel there's no benefit of me being nice to you, then I'm not about to be nice. I'm being fair because it only makes sense to be fair to somebody. But being a jerk, that just means you take pleasure in ruining somebody's life, and that ain't cool neither. So let's continue on. You said, or is it merely a matter of being hot? I'm assuming you're talking about being an attractive person. You think if you're an attractive person, maybe you can get away with being a jerk? I mean, sometimes you can, because, you know, I say some messed up stuff sometimes, but people know my mentality. They know I joke around a lot, so I'm able to get away with it. But if you're, like, seriously a jerk, it's going to, nah, you might have some problems. But, you know, it ain't truly about looks all the time. Then you put, also, before I get called toxic or incel, you know, for those who don't know what that means, incel means involuntary celibacy, meaning you can't get laid even if you wanted to. You say, I want to clarify, I've saw the don't treat women so good argument from both men and women, and after witnessing hundreds of comments about the subject under the comments of whole math, wow, he watched that stuff. Let's say it led me to this post. Well, welcome to real life, man. Everything you see on the internet isn't true, but at the same time, you need to actually watch the way that women interact. You know, me, like I said, I used to be very nice and to some extent, but then once you cross that line, I flip the switch like that, and they're like, "Hey, but you used to let us do this type of stuff, but then I don't like it," you know. And the issue with that is I didn't state what I actually stood for in the beginning. But if you hold your grounds from day one and you stand on business from day one, people won't try you at all. And that's where I suffered at. So when it comes to, like, you mentioned, like, the whole math thing and how the guy breaks down and explains to you how the logic of some women works, because some of it doesn't add up, and it led you to this post. Yeah, I'm not even surprised, man. So let me go ahead down and see what other things that other folks said, you know, giving advice about this topic. You got first person, they said, a nice guy is someone who fakes friendliness for sex and then turns into an asshole and shames her when rejected. Yeah, and I agree with this. There's a lot of dudes on the internet, they saying their usual signature line, like Hulk Hogan's leg drop. They say, good morning, beautiful. Hey, queen, grand rising. They saying all this lame stuff and then talking about how beautiful she is and how cute she is. And then as soon as they don't get what they want out of it, FUB and all this and that, saying all this disrespectful stuff because they didn't really feel the way they feel about the woman. They feel like if they use a generic line to get the girl, it would work. Being a nice guy sucks. Instead, tell the truth. Like, look, if she look cute, then shit, tell her she look nice in that dress. Or you think that she got some thick lips. No disrespect to you, man, but I'm not sure if you're taking. But I just think that you got a nice smile or something. That right there is not too out of the ordinary. It's not too disrespectful, but at the same time, don't be some nice guy talking about, oh, you're some queen that got us how to drink your bath water like some loser, man. Save all that crap. Then it says, dude said, to not be a nice guy, you just have to not beat around the bush when asking girls out and take rejection on the chin and move on as if it doesn't matter. This is facts. Too many men out here cannot take rejection. A lot of dudes, they get rejected and they turn into a loose cannon, and this is what leads to women afraid to actually interact with dudes and tell them off. So what women do nowadays is give a dude the wrong number, or they might even give him the right number, and then once she gets far away from him or out of his presence, because she knows she's never gonna see him again, she blocks his number out of safety concerns and stuff, because some men can't take rejection. Me personally, if a girl don't want to talk to me, or I see like she making lackadaisical efforts, then I'm just gonna let it go, man. I'm not gonna stress about it. I'm not gonna text her. I'm not gonna call her talking about, well, you could have said this. No, I don't care. This is what weak men do, and if you want to be a strong man, you're not gonna sit there and do weak man type of behavior. Let's go down to the next one. I think this dude left like an extra long comment, so I already told myself I'm going to read it. I don't know what to say, and I don't care. So let's go to a different one. This guy said this. Thank you. This is very insightful. Oh, wait, that's the original poster. Let's go down a little further. This person said, you can still be nice, but most importantly, you should never take any, whatever from a woman. Respect yourself first and foremost. Don't be afraid to be firm and sometimes ruthless when you have to be. Yeah, this is facts because some women they meet you at a certain point in your life and they expect you to be what they assumed you were in their mind. Some women might look at you and say, "Oh, this guy is a strong, tough guy. I like this about him that he not taking nobody crap." And what they'll do, they will kind of tinker with you and see what they can get away with because they like the feeling of you having that actual power. And over time, if you're not displaying that same type of power, you can keep on failing their little crap tests and everything, and they gonna start doing even more crap tests, and then it'll get to the point where they don't respect you. So you need to hold your ground and not fold like an egg when it comes to dealing with these women. Dude also said, also, you won't attract quality women if you treat them badly. Yep. When I think of treating women bad, I think of how them dudes be in those abusive relationships or those dating when the people both are on drugs and stuff, when you treat a woman bad or they just straight miserable. And what happens when you treat a woman miserable is that when she finally escapes that misery that she was in, she go ahead and perpetuate or whatever the word is. They do it from that person, then they do it to the next guy, and the next dude might not even be a bad person, but she can take in that same hurt and injury that she learned from the dude she was with and screwing the next dude over. So it's a continuous cycle of a bunch of broken hearts. Let's see. I'm probably read about maybe the next three. This dude said, just read all the failed attempts on dating sites on Reddit and do the opposite. Man, nobody got time to be reading all day. Like, sometimes we just need words of encouragement and somebody to break it down to us and give us the most simplistic way of doing things. This person said, a nice guy treats women like he needs their approval. A confident guy knows himself enough to take or leave a chick if she doesn't provide what he needs. And this is a fact, it's been a point in my life where I wouldn't tell a woman exactly what I want or exactly what I'm coming for. But nowadays, look, I'm not trying to be tied down because I'm on the verge of getting out here and moving to a different location. But if you want me to give you boyfriend vibes temporarily, then I'm all down for it. I call you up, ask you about your day, and maybe go grab some food here and there. But look, you need to come through and give me what I'm trying to get in the bedroom as well. Fair trade. But at the same time, I'm not lying and I'm being honest. But a nice guy, he not gonna say any of that. He gonna sit there and play along. It might go on for years and everything, and then he finally reveals his master plan like a little sucker. Man, get that crap out of here. You can wait all day like you like, and men that's direct and honest like myself is gonna get what we came for or not get what we came for, and move on to the next. Then, man, that's a lot to say. I got dude said you should always try to be kind to people, in my opinion, but that doesn't mean you bend over backwards at every interaction to try to avoid conflict. That's nice guy behavior, and a lot of women can smell that out. Yup. Women can tell if you a soft dude and everything, and when they see this, they get turned off real quick and they start becoming flaky. And the more you play along with that little game, the more that they keep disrespecting you. That's why I stopped caring about a lot of stuff that women do, because I even met a woman that said she practiced crying to get what she wanted out of men. So when she used to cry around me, I had a hard time believing her tears. I'm like, I haven't forgot what you told me. So is this real or is it fake? You can get this emotionless stare until I could decipher between the two, the fake or the lies, whatever. And then he also said, example, ask for a raise, ask for some extra free food, ask for a seat upgrade for free on the airplane, ask if the waiter can have your meal prepared a special way. Ask for a discount. Let me skip ahead. None of these things make you a D-head, but you will learn to be more assertive and learn to maximize your success, and that is attractive to a lot of people. Yeah, you need to start asking for what you think you deserve. If you don't think you deserve something, my phrase is, I'm taking my toys and I'm leaving. I'm getting out of here. I ain't dealing with no more of your crap. So this has been my video about how not to be a nice guy. The guy put this post out there, and I figured, why not answer it? Because there's a lot of dudes out here that's being nice and had this nice guy traits and stuff, and think that they keep treating a woman nice, they're gonna get everything they want. So leave a like, comment, or subscribe. This your boy Code Labz, and I'm out.